Okay, sorry for doing the other two videos the other way, which is kind of hood and not the proper way. So I'll do it this way, that way y'all have a better view and it fits in the screen. So, anywho, another early morning, this is part of the early morning video series. Here we go. You can still see the moon. Why are the opportunities for political maneuvering on the rise? Well, it's simple. It's simple because we see that the world is in turmoil. And basically everyone is trying to get their little slice or get their, they're being very reasonable about what they can beef about and what their gripes are and see if they can get something from it. The railroad strike in the United States. Many different companies, many different avenues, but basically, we do see that coming. Potential UPS strike is also going to be highly, is going to be detrimental to the economy. Azerbaijan attacking certain areas of Armenia because they know that the Russians aren't there. Jamaica, Australia, and other nations, because of the death of Queen Elizabeth II, are now saying we want to become a republic. And of course we see all the folks who, of course, are being politically expedient by saying we need to get rid of the royalty, this and that. No, the Brits still love their royalty. But why is it on them? But we see, why is it on the growth, though? Other than we see that the collapse is coming. Other than that, well, it's because they know that they're weak leaders. And we see that what's occurred because of the war in Russia and Ukraine, and also the death of a monarch, that these, it's the perfect storm of, hey, people aren't dumb. And they're like, this is the perfect opportunity for us to start to put some stuff out there so that we can get a little something for our people, That's really what it is, right? When worst comes to worst, my peoples come first. And so the railroads, UPS, independent nations, still connected to the, the Commonwealth, the UK Commonwealth. These are opportunities to say, let's get some stuff going, This includes as well, I'm going to throw this one in there too, is apparently DeSantis has joined what our governor down here, I can't even, what's that fool's name? Abbott, there we go. What Abbott has been doing is sending migrants. In this case, he's been sending, DeSantis has been sending migrants to Martha's Vineyard, apparently. And so, obviously NIMBYist and whatnot. I saw that on 6 Hexenhammer. Like I say, I should keep better track of the news. But yeah, much the same way as Abbott has been sending migrants to Chicago and Washington, D.C. Political maneuvering. They've taken the play out of the book of, of Lukashenko and indeed of Russia. This is very much out of their playbook of sending migrants to the border and using them as pawns. Like, I'm not going to say about the morality of this and that, but they're using it and they're seeing what they can get from it. That's it. It's just that simple. They're seeing what they can get from it and go from there. There's nothing really that complicated about it. It's on the rise, folks, and you're going to see this occur more and more. Of when people see the dying system more and more, people are divvying up what's left. That's all there is. And you and I are going to be left out, you know, and basically we're going to be left to the devices of folks that took over these various institutions and, you know, in fact, you know, just places, you know. When things begin to fall apart, there's going to be folks that are going to be like, I'm going to take care of it, you know. So when you see, you know, the Walmarts, and eventually Walmart will fall into the same trap as they did before. Walmart was seen as somebody who closed up a lot of the mom and pop shops. Walmart will end up the same way. When Walmart start to go down, people are going to buy them up. These are huge places. They're not going to just let them stay empty. Not generally speaking. It's different with malls and whatnot. Malls, who gives a shit? They're just going to let them rot and then they'll tear them down and they'll put in an Amazon warehouse. That's usually the story. But it depends. Like I say, it's various things. It's like in my town. It's finally hit where the old Dillard's is gone bust, and various other places have gone bust. But it's in the middle of the city. You can't just, and it's a fairly busy hub, that place. They're not going to let the mall go to pot. They're not going to. They're going to find a way and keep it going. Now, why am I schizophrenically mentioning it like this? Because this is just the example of things. When things start to collapse, people with opportunity and people with a vision, even if it's a dim vision of I just want to make money or I want to rule over somebody, are going to take over. And that's what's going to occur. And so you have to see, are people benevolent, or are they, you know, or are they going to be maligned, if you will? Or are they just going to be somewhere in between where it doesn't really matter and it's just business, you know? But that's what's going to occur. Once things start to break down, you know, opportunists are going to take over. That's all it is. You know? That's privatization. That's also just kind of just, you know, how things go, right? If there's any usefulness in a place, they're like, yeah, we're going to take advantage of it. Anyway, I think that's all I really have to say on it. There are other things I could talk about, but I think I pretty much knocked out the points I wanted to. Maybe not in the best way, but that's my attitude towards it. You know, political expediency due to collapse is normal. Anyway, that's all I got. See you later. Goodbye.